This is a STEARsoft tutorial for teachers who already have the STEARsoft app and wish to now use the cloud server and wish to move their data from the app to the cloud because they've got their data already in the app and they're not really working as part of a school, just doing it individually. So I've got a STEARsoft app here with some demonstration data, and we've got a server set up. So when you have a new cloud server, this is the email that you will receive, or something like this. You'll get your username, you need to take note of that, and your activation code. That's particularly important. We're going to copy that, and there's a link to say where to activate. So we're going to put in the activation code. So I'm going to paste that in, and I'm now going to choose a password for myself. So enter my new password that I'm choosing, and I'm going to repeat that password. So this is basically just choosing myself and setting up a password. So I can continue to the welcome screen, and because we're setting this up, we're going to be working as an administrator initially, so I'm going to use the administrator login. It'll be authorized, so I need to put in my account details, which is the username I was given in that email, the first thing in the email. The password is the one I've just chosen for myself. So I've got to enter the password, as I just did. And now there's the two-factor authentication. So I'll be sent an email automatically. Here's the code. I could just remember it, but I'm going to copy and paste it. Paste it in to authorize this device. So I'm going to always trust this device. So click that, and then I can continue to the administrator screen. Right, so although we don't really need to set up things for a school, I do need to set them up because the system, well, we need to create a teacher account. I'll explain that in a minute. And to do that, we need to do this. If you don't do it, you'll be forced to do it anyway. So we need to pick a school year end. August the 1st is good in the UK. I'm going to choose white for my theme. Save those settings. Remote upload. If you don't wish to use this feature, you can skip this. So we're going to skip that. This doesn't probably matter, but it's good to pick what you would probably do. So I'm going to go Monday to Friday, a 1 week timetable, not a 2 week timetable. And this again, we can change this in the future if we need to. So I'm just going to press the example button to get some example times in, which is a reasonable starting point. And I'm going to save that. And what's this? House names, we can skip this. And form names, we can skip that as well, skip that step. I then got some data control and locks. I'm not going to add anything to this, I'm just going to accept all that. I might even untick this one actually. Save those settings. Right, on this next one, custom options, I'm going to go for the R suggestions button. Did I press that? Yes, I did. So that's ticking some various boxes. I'm going to save those options. Okay, so we needed to do that in order to add another teacher account. And I need to add another teacher account. Let me show you why. If I skip this, if I try and edit my own teacher account, it won't let me. Okay, basically because if you start changing your own account, you can easily lock yourself out if you do something silly. So we're going to add another teacher account. Effectively, my first one I'm going to use as an administrator account, and then I'm going to create an account to work in. So I'm going to put in an email address. You can do this in any order, but I'm going to do email address first. STEARsoft.co.uk. I'm doing all this live, so if it seems slightly slow, you can speed it up. Just use the settings in the YouTube. Right, so demo 2, and I'm going to use a username like that, demo 2, done, and we're going to go next. So this is my email address. You can do copy and paste to import lots of accounts, that's why this is done like this, and this is my username, next, and I need to give a full name as well, demo 2. Okay, email address looks fine, next, check everything's okay, yes it is, create new user with this data, sounds good, finish. Okay, so I'm going to return to the main administrator page. I can see that I've got this new account, demo 2. Now the reason I wanted another account, partly because it's good practice and partly so that I can edit it. Edit. And this next bit's the critical thing. Right, well, not immediately. First of all, before I forget, I'm going to make it an administrator account so that when I come in as this one, I can administrate as well. But this is the key thing. Detached. I've got to make the account yes to detached. This means it's going to work on its own, not part of a school, and that will allow me to upload information from my iPhone to the cloud. If it's not detached, it won't let me do that. You'll get a warning saying this, but it's about being detached. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to show column, detached column, and there I can see I've got detached yes for this. So I'm going to use the demo 2 one. So I need to set that account up. I need to set a password. So I go to manage passwords. And for this account, demo 2, I'm going to select it. And I'm going to send account activation code. So that's sent. So now I can go back to my email. And I should have now got a new email. There it is. Demo 2. There's my username, demo 2, capital D. And here's my activation code. Let's just select just the code. Copy that and use the link. So same as before, put in the activation code. So I'm now just activating this other new account. New password, I've got to select another one. Go and repeat. And set. Continue. So I've created that account. Okay, so now I'm ready to use the app. So the app, I'm now going to synchronize to the cloud server. So I need to go to synchronization setup. Username is demo 2. This is the one that I've just set up for myself. And the password is the one I just gave myself, the one I just set up just a moment ago. Save that. And then I need to add a server. So the server is the web address. So the web address of this one is demo 4. This one down here. So let's copy that. Pop that in here. I don't need that end bit. And I don't need the extra HTTPS. So it's demo4.stearsoft.co.uk for me. It will be whichever web address you are using. So it's or something.stearsoft.co.uk. Save that. So we're now set up, ready to synchronize my data from my phone to my cloud server. It won't work on the first time, and there are two reasons for this. One, I've got to authenticate myself with the second factor, so I'll have to do that. Another thing is the synchronization type at the bottom here is on synchronize, and I'll need to change that. So let's do it. I'm going to press synchronize and we'll see what happens. So here we go, the first thing, the two-factor code. So I've got to go to my email, and that should have sent me another email with a code. There it is, 415955. 415955. Save. And the next thing is it says it must be in one direction. So if you look at the top where it says synchronize, sync type synchronize, I can tap that and change it to different things. So what I want is iPhone to server, because I've got all my data on my iPhone. I want to send it to the server. So that's what I want. If I did this, it would overwrite everything on my phone. That's not good. Fortunately, it will stop me doing that. If I try it, I'll show you what happens. It says data overwrite prevented, and I have to deliberately delete my data before it will let me do that. So this is what I want: iPhone to server, retry, go. And if I tried this and I hadn't made the account detached, I'd get an error saying I can't do it and I need to make it detached. Right, that's it, I've done it. We're now synchronized with the server. So I can sync, and it's quick now. And there we go, that's synchronizing to the server. So let's have a look at the server. So what was this? I needed to log in. I can log in as a teacher now. However, I'm currently logged in as the demo admin, so I need to log out first to log in as the new account that I did. So teacher login, demo 2, with my password that I gave myself. Got another email. So let's go to that. Copy that. Pop it in. So setting this up in the first instance is a little bit slow, but once it's going, the day-to-day is should be really fast. Right, continue to the home screen, and there we go. We've it's grabbed everything from here, and it's all here. So if I go to the My 9 EM2 period 4 lesson, there it is today, not done at the moment. So if I tap that, put someone absent, save that, then if I go to my app, I'm now going to sync. So at the bottom left, press sync, and look, I've got 3 green ticks and 2 reds, but when I sync, that's now picked up the data, it's synchronized it across, and if I look in here, I've got that filled in and that absence. If I tap it once to make it late, synchronize again, I can go back to the app, refresh the page, and there it is, it's picked up the late as well. Okay, there's obviously more I could show you, but that's what this tutorial is all about. It's getting you synchronized with the cloud server, and going through the process that you had to do that. Hopefully that will get you all up and running. Enjoy.